What do you do in the evening when you don't know what to do? Read a book, play a game, every night is just the same. What do you say if I tell you how to keep from feeling blue? My advice is good to take and it's easier to do. When you're all alone, any old night, and you're feeling out of tune, pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, you'll be feeling better soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Look, look, look at the stars above. Look, look, look at those sweeties love. Oh boy, give me a night in June. I mean it, all you got to do any old night when you're feeling out of tune. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. When you make a date any old night, gonna meet your sweetie soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, that's the only place to spoon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Walk, walk, kissing and walk again, talk, talk, kissing and talk again, oh joy, sweethearts are all in tune. I mean it, when it's raining out, stay in a room, but on a lovely night in June, here's what to do, sweetie, and you just get out and get under the moon. If you're with a girl and she is cold, says she doesn't want her spoon, don't you feel blue? Here's what you do, just get out and get under the moon. If you feel a kiss and she gets sore, she'll forget it mighty soon. Don't stop to fret, she'll learn to pet when you get her under the moon. Indoors, there's not a thing to do. In-laws walk in and out on you. Oh boy, sister and brother too. I've tried it, just take my advice. If she is nice, nice as any night in June, just take her hand, she'll understand, and get out and get under the moon.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, welcome to a Sunday night Haunters Anonymous live chat. As always, James is right there.
Here I am.
Yay! How's everybody doing? Hello to everyone. Tonight's going to be a chill out show. We got Reginald coming on in a little bit. Lots of stuff to talk about, but we are going to try to keep this one to an hour tonight. Don't everybody cry at once. And we all know how when I say that, it normally goes over a little bit, but I am already sniffling, which means I'm already yawning. I've been clearing out ginormous hickory trees and possibly have 2 more hurricanes coming, no joke, by the end of this week. So I got a lot of stuff to do, and whew, I am ultra tired.
What's up, Mark? Hey, Reginald. Hey, Kyle.
Kyle, what's up? So anyway, I just wanted to break that news to you first. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, it's been a wild week. But everybody doing okay? Everybody doing all right?
Well, Danny's probably making her potato skins.
I'm nuking my potato skins.
Oh, nuking them? Who nukes them?
I don't know. How do you make them?
Better not nuke damn potato skins. You put them in the oven. You could pizzazz them, actually, probably fairly successfully.
The way you say that just makes it like I'm a freaking wizard. But you can pizzazz them. Potato skin us, engage us. Yeah, I really don't want to be taking all the hurricanes this year, Mark. I'm actually pretty tired from the last one still, but we don't know it's coming. I mean, all the models are actually showing it going directly to New Orleans. So, I don't want anybody to get hit, but we all know what happened with Sally. It was like, oh, it's going to Texas, and all of a sudden, I'm holding my porch down for 3
Right.
hours. So I was like, well, that was some BS meteorology or whatever. Thanks, Noah. So no, I don't. Oh,
Hey, Ashton.
what's Ashton? What is up, Ashton? Yeah, the Gulf is pretty active. Our one good thing is up towards us, the Gulf has cooled off quite a bit. That may help. I've got to put that Markism in my book.
No one uses a possaz. But
Possaz. Yeah, trust me, there's a lot of people that use a possaz. Thank you very much. They're very cool.
I love them. Pretty awesome.
Possaz. I have 2 possazes. I need to fix the first one I had. I know what the problem is. But so let's see. Some news, a little bit of banter before we have Reginald come on. Before Danny gets in, Halloween Horror Nights is still canceled. So there you go. I am seeing still about an 80% ratio of closures. That's including the UK. Then the unfortunate thing I'm seeing too is a lot of people are talking about places that are COVID safe and this, that, and the other, just not following their own rules. And then the second thing I'm seeing are people that go to places that either have a city, county, state mandate for masks. So they have to have the mask or they get shut down, or the owners have required masks for everybody, and people are going there being pissy about it. If you don't want to wear a mask, just don't go. But don't go somewhere where they're mandating you wear a mask and then you're wanting to get up in people's faces about it, especially the actors. Not saying y'all are doing it, of course, but if you know anybody that does that, just go ahead and punch them in the throat for me.
This Coke I got from the Piggly Wiggly tastes funny. Man, I have not heard of Piggly Wiggly in years. When I lived in North Florida, there was one in Live Oak. Ew. Good old Piggly Wiggly. Where all the high school kids would drive their cars to and sit in the parking lot on a Friday night. There was no football.
Yeah, you don't hear of Piggly Wiggly as much. I am kind of curious, Ashton, when you say it doesn't taste right, what does it taste like? Is it flat? Is it overly acidic? Does it taste like plastic?
Oh, Mark, yeah, they're closed also tonight. So they've opened 3 nights and they actually only opened one of the 3 nights. Which only goes to further our point that it was a terrible idea to do it out in the middle of freaking nowhere.
Wait a minute, you talking about Haunted Road?
Yeah.
What did Scream and Stream do? Did they close too because of the weather? I mean, they're right there.
No, I believe they're open. Let me check. And I know Mark has a long-standing hatred of Scream and Stream, but they are amazingly doing better than the Haunted Road.
Yeah.
I think the Haunted Road got in some trouble, and now they're using the weather as an excuse.
Yeah, because if Scream and Stream can open, it's right there. Then so can Haunted Road.
Let's check.
I agree with
Scream and Stream.
I agree with it. While you check on Scream and Stream, Ashton, if you're drinking Coke that tastes like cherry Coke and ass, maybe you shouldn't drink it.
Cherry Coke and ass.
That is just my uneducated guess. Cherry Coke and ass is not good. Hey, Aaron, what's up?
Hey, Aaron.
Reginald
Oh,
said
you know
Island-
what? Maybe they're not open on Sunday. Maybe that's Scream and Stream.
I don't think Scream and Stream's open on Sunday.
Yeah, so I don't think it was a concern for them, but they were open last night, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about them closing. I will say this much. How about this? There's a comment on Haunted Road in the comments where they're saying that they can't open because of the weather. And the comment was made at about 11 o'clock, said, I went tonight and it was great. I'm like, oh, if that's not ass kissing about somebody then, I don't know what is.
No, it says they were open. I mean, they're scheduled to be open tonight. I just don't know if they are, in fact, actually open.
Who are you talking about? Haunted Road or Scream and Stream?
Scream and Stream. Haunted Road, I already saw earlier, put out their message that said that they were not opening because of weather. Like, and this was super early today, because I guess they got shit yesterday for waiting until an hour before they were supposed to be open.
I know that there is a lot of rain in Central Florida coming, but once again, Scream and Stream opened. Maybe you can't do stage productions outside if it's drizzling.
Probably. You don't want to get Rapunzel's hair wet.
Yeah, you don't want to get your $10 electric mask shorted out. Oh, Mark said it literally hasn't rained more than 1/4 of an inch total the past 3 days. No way they closed for weather.
Yep, well, that's what they're claiming. The last 2 nights they were closed. And they were supposedly sold out both nights, so...
They're offering refunds finally now.
Yeah, well, I guess, like we said last time, they're going to get their processing revoked.
Yeah. Jeez. Well, I'm glad Stream and Stream, even though it's still a stupid ass idea, I'm glad that they're doing okie dokie.
Yep. And here's the thing that is somewhat, in my eyes, kind of redeemed them a little, and that is they are offering 100 different... John. Thanks for your pack, John. Scaring the shit out of me with the loud music.
Hey, John. What's up, buddy? Welcome to Sunday night. Welcome to your second Haunters Anonymous Live.
Yeah, so they're offering 100 of any of the affected Disney employees that were just recently laid off. They're offering 100 of them, plus whoever they can fit in their vehicles. Free entry into Scream and Stream, so you can go and do that and maybe take your mind off some stuff. But yeah, it's a nice gesture, I think.
It is. It really is. I mean, definitely an A+ for that. Hey, Zach, what's up?
What's up, Zach?
You ready for another 24 hours of keeping people in one room?
I think we got it down now, though. We were making a little bit of progress the last time. I think we're good. Go and get your car wrecked so you can't go to an interview. Awesome idea. Yeah, I know. I knew you were gonna hate it. I know your long-standing hatred of Scream and Stream. And I'm with you. I still disagree with the whole drive-through haunt thing. I just think that they are playing this much better than the Haunted Road. That's all I'm really saying.
Well, they're playing this like a haunted attraction and not like an off-Broadway musical.
I'm so tired. Zoned out a second ago. I thought the craziest idea for a haunt, in my opinion. It's a haunt that goes through a river, and on each side they have actors like zombies and a couple of underwater actors with oxygen tanks blended into their costumes. You could probably do a cool cool thing with some like fish people.
Ooh, Zach got pumpkins for carving today. All right.
Nice. My sister took the girls and my mom to the pumpkin patch on Saturday. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going. Sorry, I would love to, but people. So they brought a bunch of pumpkins back.
I thought y'all had a bunch of pumpkins.
We do. Those are the ones that we grew ourselves. These were just
Right.
their carving ones and stuff.
Oh.
And just some more to add out in the yard because front yard's a little bigger than we anticipated. Pumpkin carving grosses me out like nothing else. That's a weird phobia. He doesn't like the slimy insides.
That's what gloves are for.
Right? And then you pull all the seeds out and then you bake them. And they're delicious. Heavily salt them. Yeah, Reginald, you can join now.
Yeah, Reginald, sorry about that because James started talking about food. I'm sure that was the cue for you to come in.
Hey, Tiffany.
Hey, Tiffany. And how are you this evening? So Mark doesn't like pumpkin seeds either.
Hey, Vic, what's up, man? How was the haunt the other night?
Hey, Vic.
I almost had a puker last night. That's awesome. Oh, where is Reginald? You in here?
I am in here.
What's up, man?
Hey,
What is
Reginald.
up? Not much, not much.
How's it
That
been?
puker, it's been good. Like, it's funny. We had a puker. That makes me think of so many times, like just making people run, and they're just like, "I gotta puke," and it's like, maybe if you puke, I may get a bonus.
Well, so Reginald's here, so why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and let people know who you are? I mean, most people probably know you because you're in the chat all the time, but
Yeah. I am Reginald. I have been working some way, shape, or form in the haunted industry since I was 15. So the past like now 16 years.
all right.
And I worked at a haunted house for like 9 of those years in Los Angeles that had a cornfield. It was an interesting idea for Los Angeles. It was so great. I'm also a food person. I also know really ridiculous, awesome food.
Now, are you a chef? What's the deal with that? Because you're always throwing out these ridiculous.
I actually am a chef. I actually went to culinary school.
Oh, cool. Where'd you go?
I went to the Le Cordon Bleu in Pasadena.
Oh, very cool.
The reason I went there because it was Julia Child, and I had an infatuation with Julia Child.
She made some out of the world, like she made some goofy shit too.
No, that's kind of where I get it from, just because of like she was just like anything is good with a stick of butter in it.
It's true. I still want to touch base on this 2-gallon bucket of potato skins.
All right, that was actually from the LA County Fair. It was one of the booths. They were actually selling a 2-gallon bucket of fried potato skins. They also had what was it? They had the fried pineapple. It was an entire pineapple deep fried.
I've seen the deep fried pineapple. Not really my thing, but I will get down on a 2-gallon bucket of fried. How much does a 2-gallon bucket of fried potato skins cost?
I think I paid like $16.99 for it because it also had like the sour cream, nacho cheese, and everything on top of it.
What? For 2 gallons? I paid
Yeah,
I think I paid like $32 for 2 boxes.
that's why you got to go to them county fairs. They have some of the best foods.
Jeez. That's ridiculous. Hold on. Someone explain potato. Ah, Ashton. My gosh.
Explain potato skins. Well, Reginald, explain potato skins to Ashton. You're the perfect person to do it.
All right. So potato skins originally started off as an appetizer because somebody thought, hey, what if I fry the skin of a potato, then put the mashed potatoes in there? And then somebody actually got the idea. Why don't we just have them by themselves? We can make them into chips. We can put them in the bags and stuff and sell them to people.
And they're so good. You just like cut a potato in half, hollow it out a little bit, throw some cheese and bacon in that shit, throw it in an oven or a deep fryer. I don't know about a deep fryer. That seems like it'd be difficult.
Well, no. You do the oven, then the deep fryer.
Oh, okay. See, I just cook mine in
Because
the oven, like when I'm basically reheating them. But
deep fried ice cream, though, it's basically what you do is you get the ice cream, you get it past freezing point, you dip it in the dough, then you put it back in the tray, get that fast freezing point, and then once you throw it in there, the dough cooks perfectly and the ice cream will still be cold.
yeah, I've done the deep fried ice cream thing. I think we wrapped it with some kind of bread or cornflakes. I don't remember what it was exactly now.
Cornflakes.
I think it was cinnamon cornflakes. Like it was like cinnamon and sugar mixed in with the cornflakes, and then rolled the ice cream in it, and then refroze it so it was like a rock, and then deep fried it.
Oh no, Applebee's, depending on where you go, is really horrible. Really horrible. Like I've been to way too many bad Applebee's.
I'm not a big Applebee's person myself.
Me either.
It's just when they have certain the dollar drinks, like then I'll go. Otherwise, it's just like nah. I'll go to Denny's or something.
Ooh, 3 a.m. Denny's, man. Moon's over my hammy when I'm absolutely obliterated. That was the life.
Mm. When our old house when we had to work past midnight, what we do is when we get off, we'd still have our makeup on and everything. We just go to the Denny's around the corner and just go eat after work. And it was just funny watching like the people just look at us in the corner, and it's just like, what is going on?
Well, we were friends with all the employees that work the overnight at Denny's. Like I'm actually still friends with pretty much all of them to this day. So it was like they would just kind of, because nobody goes in Denny's. Like, there'd be like maybe 2 or 3 people in there at 3 o'clock in the morning, and everybody that goes there at that time is completely wasted. So they don't even notice if they're like customer service sucks.
That's kind of the same with what I've heard with White Castle. I've only had it frozen. Well, in Vegas, I've had White Castle. I haven't been to a true White Castle, but I've heard it's like there for people drunk at 3 o'clock in the morning.
that that was our Denny's, man. It was all. Aaron said I worked in an ice cream shop that used liquid nitrogen. Everything started liquid, then we froze it. That's cool. That's kind of like I think
It's like Dippin' Dot.
yeah.
It was Dippin' Dots, and then Cold Stones kind of did something similar, but they are kind of like the ones that mixed anything you wanted into it.
Yeah, my wife worked at Cold Stones when she was younger. She hated it so much. She's like my forearms at the end of the night were just dead because some of that stuff was like impossible to mix in without just beating it to death.
Destroying it.
Can't be drunk or hungover after 6 of those nights.
White
I like
Castle.
White.
I do too. I just want to get the like one time go to like an actual one and get a satchel and just see what they say.
I've only been to an actual White Castle one time in my life. Anytime, like any other time, it's been like the frozen food section, White Castle.
Same here. And it's like I got to buy like 15 boxes of them because it's just like I'll end up getting like drunk at home, and then it's just like, oh, what am I gonna? I got frozen White Castle. I'll eat 15 of them.
Have you been to a Crystals? Because we don't have White Castles here, but we have Crystals.
I've heard of it. I haven't been to it.
Yeah, Crystals is pretty good.
I've been to Crystals plenty of times. I like Crystals, but if you go to a wrong Crystals, you're getting absolute trash. Like
that is true.
They are so hit or miss. Like if you get a bad one, you don't even want to think about it.
Because that's kind of like Denny's out here. It's like you got to be careful which Denny's you go to because it's either you get a nice Denny's or you get the drug den Denny's.
The drug den.
That actually sounds like a shirt.
That
Mark,
does.
Mark says, so Reginald, tell us the secret of turkey legs. MD wants to know, but is too scared to ask.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So the only thing is we would take them frozen out of the box and arrange them on the tray, let them defrost, and then pop them straight into the oven. And it's like the most we were like at any point we were supposed to only have 20 at any given point. One day, one dude wanted 37 of them all at once. And we started panicking because we were like, who wants 37 turkey legs?
Somebody that needs to like counterweight a
Feed his
boulder.
it was like to feed his entire family, but it was just like, why? Like,
What did he do? Bring his extended family with him?
I don't know.
That's gross. Everything you just said was gross. Because it was turkey legs, and that's gross.
Hey, 13.
It really is.
Hey, 13.
The who hash, just smelling that all day was like making people sick because it was like the combination of the corned beef and that cheese sauce smell.
Oh, that's gross. I'd still eat that over turkey leg.
I mean, I'd rather get the who sandwiches. Those are like the best thing to get. Plus, you won't have a chance of getting sick.
What's I mean, since Mark brought this crap up about the damn turkey legs, what is the nasty crap that they put on the turkey legs? Like, what's the seasoning on those things?
It's a weird seasoning that they do in production, and then they smoke it before sending it to us.
Oh,
It's like it's like a weird smoked.
Ew.
I'm really sorry I asked.
Does the package say emu on it?
No, it doesn't say emu, but it's like it's big enough to be an emu.
Does it say Velociraptor?
They probably do like in the lower lot. Like they probably got some like Velociraptor legs and stuff.
Ugh. That's gross. All right, so let's go ahead and change the subject because I'm going to throw up.
You see what Danny said?
Yeah, that's what I'm changing the subject to. Danny said because it's better than the damn turkey legs. Yeah. So Danny says, "Hey, sorry I'm late. Almost hit a homeless lady laying in the middle of the road on my way home tonight. Skidded to a stop right in front of her with her bicycle. Anyway, what's up, y'all? Well,
sounds like LA.
What the hell was there a homeless person doing in your neck of the woods?
With a bicycle.
Did the word get out or something? Do you guys have lanais in your neck of the woods?
Oh my goodness.
People can't sleep on a porch, but they'll definitely sleep on a lanai.
Oh, God.
That autocorrect made me laugh so hard when I was trying to type that. And I didn't realize until after I had sent it that it autocorrected.
Oh, gross. Mark says, why are they Why are they 90% tendons and do people like flossing with them?
Oh God, dude.
Yes, they do.
Ugh.
Yes, they do. They do. And it's like people like there's one place where it's like they'll sell them randomly along with like the roasted chicken and stuff like that. And people will wait an hour and a half just for the turkey legs to get done.
You know, there's a word for that, and it's called dumbass.
It really is.
Gross. God, it's just, oh, oh my God. It's like it's like when you smell a dead rat once, the smell never goes away. I mean, you just can recall
Mm,
it. I
smell it. Yes.
I'm totally recalling the smell of those nasty things mixed in with like Harnight's fog.
Oh my goodness. And
Blech.
then the people that what was it? Got the garlic fries. It was just like during Halloween Horror Nights, it was just like, how are you gonna run with them things? Those are gonna go flying right out your hand.
Did Hollywood have deep fried Oreos?
It wasn't deep fried Oreos. It was 11's waffle thing where it had like the Reese's Pieces and stuff like that on it.
Oh well, the deep fried Oreos was like 7 years ago or so, 8 years ago, even maybe.
Mm. No, they changed up so much. They've gotten rid of so many things because when I first worked there, the Flintstone barbecue grill was there, and
Hmm.
now it's part of Simpsons Land.
The deep fried Oreos, man, that was the jam for a couple years.
No,
Diablo.
everyone likes to wait until what is it? If the park closes at 9 o'clock, they like to wait until 8:45 and then go to the front of the park where it's the only place to get funnel cake.
Hmm.
And I hated making the funnel cakes because it's like I just be relaxing and then all of a sudden, can we get 20 funnel cakes?
No,
You-
Yeah, yeah. Go get 37 turkey legs instead.
dude. But how about the smell of like a waffle cone being made? That is like probably up there and one of the best smells. I love
Oh, it is
fresh
the
waffle
best smell.
cones.
I was so happy when I worked at the ice cream shop because it was like the easiest thing ever.
There's a place around here that makes their own batter for their waffle cones. And the cone is like way too brittle, but my God, smelling it? Oh man, I want to smell that right now.
I just want to
You know what,
smell it.
Mark? That's exactly how I feel because there was one night, like the first night of HHN last year, they had 37 cooks in one kitchen. And it was just like, what are you guys planning on? It's like, how many people like are you expecting? Did like a scheduling snafu happen?
Hey Keith, that's a lot of freaking pizza fries, man.
Oh man.
30,
didn't have. I mean,
37 cooks. They've got
Like,
two burner, they got two fryers and like one flat top.
that's kind of how it was. And it's like because it's like the other side was just there was just enough space for the pizza oven and then one fryer for the funnel cake.
damn it! Now I want funnel cake.
I wanted 2 gallon. I want 2 gallons of funnel cake.
Oh my God.
Topped with potato skins.
Oh no, they get crazy with them things sometimes.
The funny part about all this carny food is our October fair is actually coming to town in a few weeks. The Pensacola Interstate Fair, because we cured COVID, so now we can have the fair. And
Yeah, that's
That's going
exciting
to
for
be
you guys.
interesting.
I just want to go and get all the things that are carny food, but I'm not because COVID.
Yeah. I mean, what is it? Next week we're supposed to be having at Angel Stadium. They're setting up the carny food so that way we can just drive in, pick it up, and drive out.
Oh my God! Now that the hell I'll do. Jesus God.
We have a drive-through food truck night where they like have everybody park in a little thing and you can just drive by. Pretty cool.
Oh, I can answer that. That's because the person working the fryer, because it's like they keep changing the time for the fries. Like at 1 minute it'll be 3 minutes, another minute it'll be 3.5 minutes, another day it'll be 4.5 minutes, or it's like 1 minute it'll be 2 minutes, and it's like, can't you guys just settle on a time?
Dude, I swear to God, we bought them one year, like couple, probably four years ago or so. And like they were so overcooked, they were literally like hardened together in one big clump. But then when you'd pull them apart, they were like soggy and like so greasy.
Oh, and it's like so ooh,
It was the worst experience I've ever had in food at a park. I was like, this is horrible.
That person was trying to make them so fast, like he didn't even shake the basket when he put them in there. That's like the main reason why they get clumped up like that.
Ugh, the worst.
Gross.
Oh, actually, I'll take that back. Do you guys have the twisted tater things on a stick? They like
Sometimes.
curly cut the potato and they shove a stick up its ass and then curly cut it.
Yeah, production does that. As in they give it to them so that way they can cut them.
Yeah, well they
So that way
did
they
that
can
last year. I got one, and I got, what did I get? I think it was like garlic salt or something, and they
Oh
took the thing
no.
out. They didn't cook it all the way, so it was still like very starchy and crunchy. But they just took it, threw it in this like container of seasoning, and then poured more seasoning over top of it to the point that I almost dehydrated myself by eating like 4 pieces of it, and my feet swelled up to the size of like a Macy's Thanksgiving Day balloon.
That
Jeez.
that makes me mad. Like at ours, we've had people fired for that.
Ugh.
Because it's like because it's like that's so idiotic. You don't stick it in there because if you do that, you're cross contaminating with every other thing that you stick in there. You're supposed to hold it over and shake it and turn, then give. You're not supposed to like shove it in there and then just pour it on top.
Yeah, it was horrible. Like I had to stop what I was doing, and I was just, I don't even want to think about that again. It was just so salty and starchy because they didn't cook it all the way.
Mm-hmm.
I was pissed.
Gross.
Yeah, yeah, no. And I'm saying this, the employees get a lot better food than the park people.
Oh,
A
I know
lot
that
better
from
food.
working there. Just from going back like to the backstage grill, man. Oh, there's
Oh, ho, ho.
I wish they would serve those chicken tenders to the public.
Oh my goodness, they use different it's not even that they don't serve it to the public. It's that it's the kids' chicken tenders,
Mm.
and they don't want the adults to order them. Like we've been like literally told, don't give the adults the chicken tenders.
They're like insanely good. And then like our the actual backstage cafe thing that like is completely away from the theme park. It's where kind of first enter, which I'm sure you don't know this because you're in Hollywood, not Orlando. But like the
Hmm.
main grill there, they had like the most amazing wraps that were just like so fresh, and it's like all the fresh produce goes directly to them.
Pretty much, they have that worked out with the PK Kitchen because it's like they've tried to snag me so many times for down there, and I'm like, no, It's like I know I love cooking, but it's like I don't want to do that much work because I already know what goes on.
It's a bummer. I want to go back and work there just for the food.
Like one of the
It was fun, but the food was more fun.
Yeah, no, like ours, it was interesting because it's like we'd go into the gate and it's like we'd have like It was so close because it's 2 levels. Plus, if you worked on the lower level, you got to leave 36 minutes early, clock out, change, and then walk to your car, and you'd still get paid.
Mm. There was no clocking out for me. Well, just because for like the actors, we would do 45 on and 45 off.
Yeah, they would do that.
So we just kind of, we'd go out do our 45 minutes, and then because we were with animals,
Why you gotta be so rude?
was playing the rude card. Because we had animals with us because we were with the rat lady. If it was raining that night, we couldn't even go on set. So one entire evening that we were working, we did the very first set, and that's all we did the entire night. The rest of the night was we went and watched the Brian Brushwood stage show because it was right next to where we were. It was ridiculous. That's the night that we crawled through the Barney area and checked out all the stuff. That was probably scarier than anything at Halloween Horror Nights ever was. Yeah.
It's like it didn't matter out here if it rained, snowed, whatever. They were like, we're still going. If anything, we're still doing that. The only way is if it starts thundering. Then we may like reconsider. We may pull everybody.
Yeah. Well, we had animals, so they're like they had the animal rights people were all over that shit. They're like, nope.
Oh yeah. No, they were over us because they what was it? Because we had like a bad rat problem, so we started using feral cats, and people were getting mad. And then what was it? That was one of the reasons why the dude climbed our globe and tried to glue himself to it.
Wow. I kind of would have let them do it. Just be like, go ahead.
They did.
It's gonna suck for
They
you.
did. And they did, and they were just like watching him. And it's like, what are you doing, man? It's like our universe, at least, it's like we try so hard to like be environmentally friendly, and it's just like, well, you know, it's
Or
like not one of the places where you want to try and be like environment's rights. It's like, yeah, we hear that your environment's rights, we are too, but you're trespassing, so you got to go to jail.
well, that was our original globe too that you guys have. That was like the one that debuted at Universal Florida.
Are you? No, she did not. Wow, that's hilarious.
We didn't have to wear the black robes when we were because we went from everywhere we went was actually backstage, even to the Brian Brushwood show. We went from backstage up to the we went up to the actual like the skybox where they do the controls for the show. And so we were never even seen by anyone.
That's low key why I like being a chef during the Halloween Horror Nights, because it's like I can walk around and look at stuff and watch people get scared without really getting in trouble. And my aunt just heard me talk about potato skins, and now she wants them for dinner.
There you go.
Like this man, this potato skin thing.
I'm gonna have to get some more for Tuesday. Oh shit. I was paid hourly, Keith, when I was an actor. I actually got paid quite a bit more than everybody else too, because we were dealing with animals. So that was fun.
Like it was when I did it, it was weird because originally they were going to try and switch my credentials from the cook to the haunted one, and it's like, no, wait, he's just doing it for the month. Don't switch him. Like they were trying to get me to like do the actor, and then I found out it's like if I would have did that, they were trying to keep me for it and not let me go back. And it's like, well, then what would I have done the rest of the year?
Mark wants to know how busy, or no, who was? It wasn't Mark. Ashton wanted to know. I saw Mark's reply.
No, Mark. Actually, we do. We actually do serve alcohol. what was it? Last year we had 15 different bars on the level, as in all the restaurants served alcohol, and you had to have a special bracelet to buy it.
There you go. That Keith, I didn't carry around rats actually. All I did was I was like the big guardian / bouncer for the rat lady. So like our job was to draw, like we would get scares while they were like focused on the rat lady. So we were basically we interacted with everybody, and we also made sure nobody was messing with the cage. So it was like we had a couple jobs that we were responsible for, but because we were both really big people. Me and the other kid, Jared, were both big dudes. So yeah, I
Nope,
never actually had to deal with them.
you can fully buy alcohol even in Krusty Land. Like you don't have to have 2 tickets. You can buy alcohol anyway. It's just the way they do it is it's one person per beer or alcohol. If you buy multiple alcohol, you have to have multiple people with you. And it's like not just for Halloween. They actually implemented it in the park, so they're actually allowing drinking. Because when I went to their Harry Potter land, when I was getting a frozen butter beer, one of the people were like, "Hey, you want to buy a what was it, butterscotch on the side to mix with it?" I was just like, you know what? Yeah, because they can't technically mix the alcohol, but you can buy it.
Yeah, that is the same way. It's in Orlando too. It's one per ID. Dude,
I mean,
that was an amazing job. I got paid for so many hours of not doing work. I loved it. But I really I love being on set. Just
like,
the end of the night, you're like, all right, I'm done with this. Let's get
oh,
out of here.
I love just seeing the people, and it was funny because there were like people that I used to work at from the haunted house. It's like they just pop up behind me and they just be like, "Reggie," and I'd be like, "Oh, how you doing?" Like, not expecting anybody in like makeup to say anything, and it's like what is it, like 5 times a night I'd have somebody say something, and it's just like, how many people do I actually know working here? Did like everyone just migrate here?
Ashton says, anybody remember those stupid cups they had in 2017, 2018? They had the twisty straws.
Oh, the twist. Are you talking about the twisty straws that also had the light up thing in it too?
More than likely.
Probably. I don't remember them because I didn't go to HHN in 2017, 2018. So, nah.
And yes, that James could do parkour. Like I had no choice back then. I was in better shape.
Because what is it? I know out here they kind of do something like that with the minion like the minion frozen drink thing, where it's like blueberry. They have like 2 different flavors, blueberry and banana, and then you can get the two mixed together.
Oh yeah. Tiffany had drank a lot of those 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. But like the cup, you got like 3 ounces of liquid in it because of the way they made those cups.
Mm-hmm.
It was a total BS scam on the cups part because the way they designed them, you literally got like 3 ounces of slushy or whatever the hell it was.
Do you guys have a Cinnabon over there?
I do. Oh, sorry, at Universal.
We did.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I believe it was by Quiet Flight.
Because it's like we still have ours, and I am so surprised that we still have it. Because it's like right in front of Walking Dead, and nobody buys anything. They're just all waiting in line for Walking Dead.
It's still there. What did they do with Quiet Flight since you guys have been there? Oh, those bastards. See, we had the actual Quiet Flight in New Smyrna on the beach. That was my favorite place to go back in high school. Does anybody go to the Walking Dead thing?
Yeah, out here, yeah, a lot of people. And it's so funny when I'm working at the Cinnabon, watching people trying to pull their family to go to it and little kids and stuff. And they're like dragging them on the ground to get in line.
Is it any good?
It like for me, it's okay because it's like the way that they do it, it's more like jump scare startle, not like scary startle.
Hmm. I'm not like I know majority of haunted houses rely on the jump scare. Like that's kind of what gets everybody. I prefer to like be creeped out, which doesn't I mean it really doesn't happen. But I love them trying. And I always appreciate the actor that gives the effort. Especially when they go after the big dudes because it's like they can always go after, you know, like the small girl or the little tiny dude that's probably going to punch them in their face cuz you know, they're always the ones that punch you. It's always the small
I'd
guys.
I'd purposely go for the small and big guys because I would have this thing where it's like I'd come out of the corn crouching, and so I made it a way where it's like I look shorter than I actually was, and then when I got close to them, it's like full 6'4", like all of a sudden the 6'4", 355 like 55-pound man is in front of you. They're just like metamorphosized. It's just like you want to punch somebody, come at me. And it's like they all back down after that. They used to ours used to have the year-round monster house. It was the where it was like Frankenstein would pop out at you and everything, Dracula. Like they used to have it, and then what did they get rid of it for? I think they actually got rid of it for the the super silly playground thing.
You hear Mark. Oh, you're only 6'4". He's like an inch taller than us, and he thinks he's like Sky Tower over here.
I think it was Walking Dead that took it over
House of
because it was like
Horrors.
Walking Dead, and then what is it? Starbucks, and there's the Starbucks. Actually, there's like 5 Starbucks in the park.
Jeez, that's 5 too many.
And it's like we've all been working, and it's like it's always been happy when the manager comes in, at least in the restaurant. It's like, y'all want something from Starbucks? I'm paying. It's just like, yes, thank you so much. Or they'd come in like sometimes with voodoo donuts. That one would kill me because it's like they always got me the maple bacon dog, and it's just like, stop killing me.
Right? I know, Keith. They'd rather have the fucking Walking Dead. Stupid asses.
Yeah, it's like The Walking Dead, and then what is it? Now they have what is it? There's supposed to be Super Nintendo Land, and they got rid of a couple of those that they filmed like famous movies in, just so they could do that.
Y'all
And
are some big bitches.
Harry Potter replaced the Gibson Amphitheater, which was like for here, it's like the place to go to see shows.
Yep, that's the cup, Mark. That's the cup. That's funny as hell. So listen, when I worked at Universal, there was this dude. I don't even know his real name. Everybody just called him Giant. This dude was 6'10", and he was 500 pounds, and he made me feel like a freaking tiny person. And that's hard to do. I mean, Like, I mean, because we're pretty much the same size, Reginald. So like,
Mm.
this dude literally made me feel small. I'm like, oh my god, I would look up at
Oh,
him. It's such a weird experience. Like, I'm like, is this how people see normally? People that are like
like I
5'8".
I've only had one experience, and it was what was it? Before this Asian man took over, he was like the tallest person in America, at like 7 foot 8.5 inches or something like that, and he's actually a sheriff in Virginia now or something.
Damn.
And it's like I ran into him on the barbecue place, and I looked up at him, and I was just like, "So this is how it feels."
It's a weird experience, man. Like, even just being 6'4", generally when we go places, we're generally of, you know, there aren't many people that are taller than us. But when you
Mm,
see somebody that's literally
taller.
6 inches taller than you, it's like, oh, all right, this is new. And I mean, the dude was 500 pounds. He was huge.
N- no, it wasn't Yao Ming. It was actually somebody else.
Played basketball with 7'4". I, yep, 6'4". Well, the issue with me is because I'm so big that like it kind of rounds out.
Like mine is a little bit more top heavy, but I got them legs where it's like if anything happens, watch out from carrying all that weight.
Oh
Like I
yeah.
mean, especially oh man, running through a cornfield chasing after people is so much exercise because you have to like precisely step, otherwise it's like there's like a millimeter. I missed it one day, and my friend described it to me who was working with me, who saw it. Like I flipped like a NASCAR. Like I rotated, went tumbling through the corn.
Ashton, you'll have to go back and look at the picture you took or that we had when we were at Universal.
That's very specific. 5 foot 8.5 inches.
Yeah, Ashton's tall for a girl, a woman, whatever the appropriate vernacular is.
That just means they can go on more things.
My wife's only 5'1", so
Like if I go to theme parks, I have to be like, okay, so what is the maximum height for this roller coaster? Like I know you guys got head choppers. It's like, am I tall enough to hit those head choppers?
the weird thing, I'm like my upper body is where all my height is too. Like my entire torso is extremely tall. I'm both too tall and too short.
The half-inch counts.
Well, plus being a big dude, your spine compresses quite a bit during the day, so you could wake up being even taller than you are at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very interesting thing.
Getting well. What more do you want? Well, what other information do you want?
Um, I think everybody's now salivating about all the food.
And completely understands why I'm as big as I am and everyone else. Except for Mark. Asshole. That man can
Why?
drink so many empty calories and never gain weight. It's ridiculous.
Why are you drinking out of a square cup with no straw? Like, do you like challenges?
He's drinking out of the divided cup.
Oh.
And Mark would be an expert at that, quite honestly.
Keith said
7-Eleven had a version of that with their Slurpees.
that half-inch count. I feel like Jabby needs to pop in and make a joke right now.
I think
Jesus.
Mark already did it.
Oh yeah, he did. I gained 50 pounds during quarantine.
Oh yeah, I did too. Especially when it's like I finally trusted the delivery apps.
I
That
think I
was
actually lost weight during quarantine.
I was gonna say I think I've lost weight too. That plus the hurricane, not having food for 5 or 6 days is kind of. I mean, I was eating. I'm just kidding.
yeah, well, when you have threats of fire, you tend to gather everything quick because they're just like, all right, we're gonna shut power off. Wait, so what do you mean? So we have to eat all this food quickly? I guess so.
How many times have you lost? Like, how many times have they voluntarily cut the power off on you guys?
On me, it's been 5 times. On a bunch of people, it's been over like 50 times plus.
How long is it off for?
So days.
Oh,
Good grief!
And then they'll do the like, all right, we're gonna do the rolling blackout. So it's like these couple of days it's gonna be this town, then these couple of days it's gonna be the next town.
that sucks, dude.
'Cause it's like
California needs to
they're
figure their
trying to
shit out.
prevent it. They're trying to prevent it, but it's like low key, it's like the electric companies are the ones that like mainly cause most of it, except for the gender reveal. That one made me mad that there
God.
were two of them.
But the memes that came out of that.
Oh, hello, Uncle Sean. I didn't know you were doing this.
This is how it feels to be your auntie sitting next to you.
Oh my god, that's funny.
What the hell? I don't even want to get into Mark and Keith's conversation. I'm just gonna laugh at it.
I don't even. Yeah.
God, especially since it's not a Friday night.
Right?
I'm not even sure we'd want to know on a Friday night.
It's not some
Jesus.
information I ever want to know.
Oh God, isn't that the damn truth? I mean,
Yeah. Rolling blackouts in Texas, you can legally shoot them for cutting your power.
Now, does that count if it's the actual power company itself?
maybe.
Oh, but
In
dude,
Texas?
Texans will shoot anybody. They don't give a shit.
No, yeah, no kidding.
He lived there for like 6 years. Trust me, I've seen it.
They probably shoot the power meter for just turning too fast. But no, other than that, Reginald, to answer your question, I mean, I know that we could probably come up with 1,000 other questions, but this won't be the only time you come on with us. That's for sure.
Yeah,
we
that's for sure.
We have to tell you. I mean, of course, you'll be in the Dungeons and Dragons 10 hours of pure health, whatever. But yeah, we tell everybody that comes on, this is not your only. Like, we need to get 13 skeletons back on here pretty soon, and a slew of the other people.
Hmm.
So, as far as I know, you've made pretty much everybody hungry. So, mission accomplished.
Mark wants to know what other haunt you worked at.
It mainly it was one haunt for like basically 10 years, and then pretty much like off and on, like doing different things, like helping people with their stuff, doing parties, stuff like that. Because I missed the one that we used to have at Pierce College because it had what was it? it had an actual haunted house, and then we had this weird strobe light maze thing, and then we had the corn. And a lot of people loved the corn. Like we actually had celebrities like the other day I was looking at our Facebook page and they were showing some of the celebrities. Kevin Hart went through for almost getting punched in the nose by with Chuck Liddell. That was very funny because I popped out, went to scare him, and he tried to throw an elbow at me and stopped.
Are you a Fear Factory spy? This fucking 60-page manual. You probably wrote a 60-page manual on how to be a spy.
I probably could. I actually want to like as if I get a house that's like I want to do is a home house, a home haunt.
What the hell? I had some air fried corn earlier.
Only Mark would say that kind of shit, by the way.
Now, did it pop or was it just a kernel?
Right? Like, um, was it Orville Redenbacher? They still make that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it?
I actually have an air popper. I don't have an air fried
It was
corn, whatever, but I have an air popper.
Tree of Nightmares. Because we also used to have a Halloween Harvest Festival during the day, as in the night. That's when the haunted houses took over.
Mm. Yeah, Mark, Fear Factory is in Utah, Salt Lake City.
If it was in California, they wouldn't have been able to do what they did. The
Ooh,
dumbass.
Fun fact, SLC stands for Salt Lake City.
Yay for all of us knowing that now. I like my air popper.
you got to look really hard to find the Blasto butter because I still like randomly. If you look at Ralph's, they'll have the one where you can put it on the stove and heat it up, or Kroger's,
Jesus.
or wherever it's called. Would you have?
My daughter left her freaking phone on my desk and it just vibrated. I was like, what the hell? Things are attacking
Did you
me.
ever work drive-through haunt, but they paid really well?
It's a trick question.
That is a trick question because it's like, um, hmm, probably not. Because it's like I didn't like the idea of the drive-throughs at first because my first thing, first thought was, what if I scare somebody and they back up into me?
That's exactly the concern. Now,
Checking for what?
we're saying an air popper is the one, like the big tall thing that's got the little mouth on the end. It bounces out and flies into a bowl.
Well, you just made it sound disgusting. What the fuck?
Checking
that's what we're
for
talking
boyfriend already, Jane. What the hell does that mean?
See, the one thing about air poppers that people forget, and a lot of them have it, is there is a container on the top that you can put butter and it will melt it as it's popping out. So it'll actually melt the butter for you. A lot of people don't realize it's there because they don't know what the hell that thing is for. I just thought I'd throw in that random fact because that's the only cooking I know.
Yeah, I love air poppers, man.
I do too.
am a big fan of the air popper. I like the ones that you can put on the stove too, but we don't have a gas stove, so putting it on the glass top, scratching the glass top surface.
How 21st century of you.
Saying air fryers, I keep thinking of deep frying and actually making beignets.
Oh my god!
Oh.
I want some beignets.
Did you see that thing that I guess it was Popeyes doing the chocolate filled beignet? Why would you fill a beignet? That defeats the purpose of a beignet.
You will scorch your face off. Scorch your face off.
I got you now,
Oh,
Mark. I
big
understand.
oil bar.
And no, their phones have to come downstairs. Riley's phone has to be downstairs by 9 o'clock, and Caitlin's has to be downstairs by 10 o'clock. Because if they do not bring them downstairs, they will be on them all night.
So a beignet is a Nolan's donut, but it's deep fried dough squares.
Super
That's
light and
top-
airy.
Super light, airy, topped with powdered sugar.
Oh my god. Except
Look how he spelled it
Except-
too.
yeah, except for the way Mark spells it, because the way he spelled it, that's a male prostitute.
It's
Damn it, Mark.
Galaxia over there.
A beignet. That's a God Jesus. That's a deep fried ben. God, Mark, the hell. Jesus. Everything from James' description of an air popper to your description of a beignet. God.
God, dude, this phone. This is why I take the phone, because already it's gone off like 7 times.
Oh, so now I got to make fun of people?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You have to make
Another.
fun of the way Mark spells things.
Oh, we love Mark and his pornographic spelling of everyday words.
Is that Uncle Julio's where you smack that chocolate ball with a fish bat? I guess I'm too young to know this one.
Didn't they do that in a bar?
Uncle. I know there's like
Keith?
places where you can get bread thrown at you, but I didn't know anything about a fish bat.
I'm going to ask Keith how much Molly he did tonight with that one.
I mean, I know they launch fishes in Seattle.
Well, yeah, the pier. Fulton Fish Market is the hot place. Is that Fulton Fish Market? That's the one where they throw the fish, isn't it?
There's a bunch of them, but it's like you got to be watching.
Yeah, they'll straight up hit you in the head with a freaking salmon. What the hell is a chocolate?
I'm not looking that one up. We have a place here that throws yeast rolls, which I don't care for because quite a few of them end up on the floor.
That's the place of the throwed rolls.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? Food's not meant to be thrown at a restaurant if you're paying for it.
Is it the place that gives you the fish net to catch it?
No,
I've been to one where you have a fish net. Jesus Christ, Mark.
you got to catch it like you're at a baseball game.
Yeah, that sucks.
I don't care. And the food's not that good anyway. What's that place called? I can't remember.
Has come to this world.
Flame of Doom. After Mark's just
Flame of
playing
Doom.
all the cards right now.
Stacked Asa 35 Fiask Foy 41 G4 as
somebody
$5
tried to
dollars
compare.
5%.
Wait a minute. The mini bat you use to knock out fish after you catch them?
Uncle Julio.
Mm.
Wait, Uncle Julio.
No, we don't have an Uncle Julio's.
I've never even heard of Uncle Julio's.
I think this is made up now.
I'm
He's
looking it
making
up.
stuff.
Well, there's like 4 Uncle Julio Mexican from scratch, and like there's a bunch of them in Maryland. These are Tex-Mex places. How are you gonna
Oh.
get Tex-Mex in Maryland? Also, I'd
That's
like to
a far
point out
away.
Orlando needs to chill their ass out. They need to stop copping everybody's freaking stuff. They're getting a damn In-N-Out burger. They already got
Wait,
Wawa.
what?
It's ridiculous.
They're getting an In-N-Out burger? Really?
That's what I heard. It kind of eliminates the whole point of like you have to go to
being
California to
fresh.
get it.
Because it's like they just deliver in California, like California in that state, so it's fresh. Like, did they get it like a new chain mark? Like, that's weird.
Sorry, April. Freaking
Sorry about that, April.
Mark.
Mexican restaurant.
Oh, there's a Mark's Mark's Dream Crusher.
Danny Bell 82 wants to recognize all of the dreams Mark has crushed.
Okay, well, yeah, there's some Uncle Julio's there in Maryland. Not far from me. It's like 20 minutes.
I actually want somebody to do the Mark sound.
Danny just played it.
Okay.
See, that's the thing. Everybody now in Florida is like, oh, Wawa is amazing. No, Wawa is amazing. Wawa's been amazing for many, 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 many years. It's just been like a mid-Atlantic thing. And now everybody in Florida is like, oh, I love Wawa.
Stack Edgem
Takes away
wants to
the
shout out. I would like
pride
to
we
have a
had in
special
Wawa.
Tuesday stream where me and Ashton
I gotta
come on
have
and fight with
Whataburger
each
now
other so she
because
can have one true story
everyone
of us
keeps saying
fighting.
Whataburger is better than In-N-Out, and it's like, I just want to know why they're saying that, you know?
Well, I can't hear you. I got Mark playing SKs over here for 15 minutes now. Jesus Christ. Here we go. All right.
He's trying to summon them hurricanes.
Oh, God.
I like Whataburger.
I was not a huge Whataburger fan. I lived in Texas for it was 6 or 7 years, but I like their honey barbecue chicken tender sandwich, but that was it. And it was like a limited time thing. I don't like their hamburgers very much. In-N-Out by far.
I like their taquitos, but you can only get those after 11.
I don't think I ever had their taquitos.
Taquitos are good.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? See? It's Mark, April. Everything that you have issues with is Mark's fault.
Yeah, just blame Mark.
And yes, Wawa is, well, see, here's the thing. This is what you people in Florida you don't get. Because Wawa is a mid-Atlantic thing. And then they're like, oh, we need to go to Florida. I knew about Wawa from all my years ago into Connecticut because we would go through all the states. Well, now I lived in Florida for 22 years of my entire young life. And I always wanted Wawa. Never happened. So I moved to where actual Wawas are, and they're like, hey, we have them in Florida now. And now I have to listen about how everybody loves Wawa, which I've been saying for 30 fucking years. It's annoying. And you don't get the competition you get down in Florida that you have up here, because there's Royal Farms and Sheetz. And they're all like, those three are major competition for Wawa. The whole thing up here. It's ridiculous. The people in Mid-Atlantic and Northeast have nothing to do with their time. So they argue over gas stations.
Like this Mexican gas station food?
I'm from Florida. I was born in well, it technically is Port Orange. But I was like, we lived in Spruce Creek at the time that I was born, and then spent all of my life in New Smyrna. Spent 2 years in North Florida. That was fun. We don't really have, like, Texas had some really good gas station Mexican food. Wawa, though, they just have so many things. And if you're going to, like, bring in places that have ridiculous gas stations, you got to talk about Buc-ee's.
I want to go to Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's are awesome.
I mean, where else can you buy literal steaks? Kyle Hazard's driving. Between your sounds and the please change battery from the back. Oh, God.
Speedways were interesting depending on which one you went to.
Let's see. We had Speedway in Florida too. I think Speedway is like a nationwide thing.
There's a Speedway about 5 minutes from me.
I don't think
I
they're
would-
in the Northeast though. We don't have them here. I haven't seen a speedway here that I can recall, just because they would get pushed out by Sheetz, Royal Farms, and Wawa.
When I was in Indiana, it was Casey's and Speedway,
Yeah,
and
I
it was
think that's where Keith lives, is Indiana.
because what was it? There was also a mobile. There was also a mobile. It was a weird place to get fried chicken, but for some reason it had some of like the best chicken. It was like or something like that.
Captain Spaulding's fried chicken and gasoline. We have you playing through the radio in the car. That is amazing. I'm gonna love that comment. You should put the windows down so everybody else can hear the nonsense. And you can be like, I swear to God, I don't know what this is. Oh, what is-
Circle K's were very fun to walk in full makeup on to get drinks.
Who said anything about a special stream on Tuesday?
It's just Dungeons D&D on Tuesday.
Yeah, I was reading what Mark said, but it said, "Oh, damn, Tuesdays D&D, no special streams on Tuesdays." Now we're back to haunted stuff. I swear,
Yes, I will agree.
where are you going to get this kind of conversation?
Only here, folks.
Facebook's #1 talk show about absolutely nothing.
But also
No,
everything.
The Casey's is a completely different one. They because it's supposed to be after baseball player, because you should know the lore for that one.
Casey a bat?
Because
Alabama.
also
We're screwing your cousins.
Don't-
Okay.
don't forget the mouse in Dumbo was named Casey Jones.
I'm only concerned about one Casey Jones. And he hangs out with turtles.
And is awesome.
I can't even follow the chat with you guys sometimes. Oh, okay, so the Tuesday thing was you versus Mark thing. Gotcha. I mean, we can always do that on a Wednesday. Not like we have
It's
a
not
lot of
even-
shit
it's
going on.
Not just Mark. They Disney actually made a cartoon about Casey at bat where they actually have the stadium empty and everything like that.
Casey Jones was a seed on of a bit. What? What? I'm getting weird messages from people that I can't even follow, and then I'm trying to read chat and it doesn't make sense. Drove his train in a 30-foot ditch. I must not be following the right conversation.
I'm trying to follow too.
It's impossible sometimes, you know?
Trick or Treat is one of my favorite movies.
Well, it's amazing. It's a great movie. Here's the funny part, right? So Sam gets his name from Sawin, so really Sam should be Saw.
Yeah, but I think because they had the Saw movies, they didn't want to confuse people.
Yeah, chat, you guys always you're always all over the place. Hey, who's putting peanuts in their Pepsis? Didn't we have this discussion?
That is a southern thing.
I don't get it.
Oh my god.
It
It's
was
like
it's like it started
Kool-Aid.
in the old days, so that way it was like the working man or whatnot. They could still have one hand free. so they could drink their Coke and then eat the peanuts as well.
Louis Gossett Jr. sang the Casey Jones song "An Officer and a Gentleman." Ah. Trick or Treats cartoon came out in like 96. You never seen Mayonnaise? It was called. I'm just gonna read I'm just reading chat from now on. You guys fucking decipher this up for yourselves. I'm just gonna read it because I don't get any of it anymore.
The original Trick or Treat did. The one before Sam, I want to say, because there's like 2 or 3 different Trick or Treats.
Well, there was one. Who was in it? $1986.
Talking about the cartoon?
No, it was a movie. Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne. That's who was in it. I couldn't think of their names. It was the 1986 Trick or Treat movie.
Keith, I remember Officer and a Gentleman, but I only watched it like once. It wasn't like a very favorite movie of mine.
I saw Officer and a Gentleman in film school. Actually, I've seen so many old movies. One with Gene Simmons. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it wasn't Trick or Treat. It was Trick or Treat.
Skippy from Family Ties in Trick or Treat.
You know what I started watching before I go to sleep every night? It's really random. I started watching Perfect Strangers.
Okay.
it's such a ridiculous show. I remember when I was a kid. TGIF, man. That was Friday nights. I actually recreated TGIF for the kids when they were younger. We'd always have pizza and watch all the TGIF shows.
That's pretty cool.
The only thing we were missing was like the random like bumper spots and like when they would do crossovers and stuff. But I did what I could.
Remember Night Flight? Anybody remember Night Flight?
Maybe.
Okay.
No.
No. Well, y'all just Google it. It was fun. Mark says, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Chair in the background?
What?
I swear I heard a
Wait, what?
haunted chair in the background creaking.
That's me.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's me.
I haven't. It wasn't film school. It was theater and broadcasting. Chat just took a turn for the worse again. Okay. I was trying to figure out where the Full Sail comment came in.
Oh, that was mine.
I know. The only reason I know Full Sail is because of wrestling.
Well, it was a gigantic waste of time. And money.
Danny, I believe Night Flight was in the early 80s.
Well, see, I only came into existence in the mid 80s, roughly.
Have you checked the expiration date on that drink?
Crisis. Yeah, seriously, if you get a Piggly Wiggly, it's probably been there since 1984. By the way, it's
still
the year I
can't-
was born.
I still can't believe you're drinking something that you described as being cherry Coke and ass.
Right.
No, no, they're back.
I don't think they went out of business. They've shifted their they're like a visual arts school now, like for animation or whatever. Computer.
not just for animation, it also for wrestling. WWE actually partnership with them for NXT to have the wrestling school there.
Yeah, that I don't recall any of that. When did that happen?
It started in like 2013, 2014.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was way after my time.
Yeah. So it's like there was something that was going on where it's like they were gonna go out of business, but like WWE kind of like helped them. So it's like advertisement and stuff, and they're even advertising on TV out in California.
Well, the big thing when I was there was Darren Lynn Bousman graduated from there. But what they don't tell you is anybody that graduates there pretty much gets blacklisted because their film, like the way people view people that go to Full Sail, it's not it's not like NYU or something.
Like it's not NYU or LA Film School or something like that.
I grew up with Dare. You know what Dare was? Dare was people coming to school and teaching you about all the street names for drugs. And they're like
Actually showing you them.
yeah, and they're like,
This is what
hey,
crack looks like.
don't huff paint to get high. And then you're like, you can huff paint to get high? They literally taught you how to do drugs.
I know Ashton Wright. I'm not even gonna say what you said, but I'm gonna acknowledge it.
I don't know how it happens. I really don't. I was fully on board with it, and somehow it got away from us again.
Well, that's the cool part about the chat. I mean, we've gone from everything from beverages that taste like ass to how to take drugs, and then a little bit of haunt sprinkled in there, and then a lot of good food. And I don't know if anybody saw Mark's comment. Ask any teenager in high school that they know what ass tastes like. I don't even know where that at all came from.
Because it's standard. If you've seen
it's standard.
Yeah, have you seen the remake of Chips?
The one, the new one.
Yeah, the one with Dax Shepard and the guy that what the hell is his? He plays the goofy dude in Ant-Man, his sidekick.
Oh. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to pass on any show that has to explain to me that high schoolers know what ass tastes like.
Well, to further extend the Friday edition of Sunday, in the movie they're like, yeah, everybody eats ass. It's standard. He's like, what do you mean? It's not standard. So it became a whole thing in the movie.
Oh. Alrighty then.
There's Mark's comment right there.
Since we're talking about movies, today I just saw a trailer for a remake of one of the scariest movies that I saw as a kid. The Witches, where like the group of witches turn kids into mice so that way they can exterminate them.
Oh, those witches were terrible, man. They were horrible. I remember the way that like in the auditorium when they first like revealed themselves or whatever. That's terrifying. That was terrifying.
I don't think the remake
Like
is
the
going to
only
be really that good myself. I wasn't really impressed.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna catch quite, but it's like I did get confused because it's like instead of it being the white British lady and her grandson, it's like the black grandma and her kid or something like that, and it's like, where did that come from?
Oh
Like,
my god, the chat. I'm not reading it out loud anymore.
You talk about Keith's comment?
Oh, there's several. Vic's comment, Keith's comment, Ashton's comment, Mark's comment.
Oh, thank God! Thank God I
well,
put my bad eye on the chat for a minute because
unfortunately, they didn't learn that in Human Centipede.
Oh god. You know, that movie, I don't know. Once you get past that one like small shock value, there was no substance to that movie whatsoever.
talking about the worst witch.
No. Human Centipede.
Oh no, I don't watch that kind of stupid ass movie.
That's like Tusk.
Wait,
I thought
Yeah,
Tom
yeah.
Cruise.
Tusk was worse than Human Centipede, honestly.
See, those are the kind of movies I just call senseless. They're just I don't even know how they got money to be made. But that's
Well,
all right.
they made it a second Human Centipede, I think. Maybe even a third.
I think
Yeah,
there
there's three. There's three, and then they're also supposed to be doing a remake again.
Have we really gone so far in our lives that there's already becoming a remake of Human Centipede?
you know what? Also, speaking of movies, did you see where the new Bond movies got pushed to next April?
Yeah,
And Regal Cinema decided to
Yeah.
close down for good.
Well,
Yeah.
they didn't close down for good. They're going to reopen. It's just they're not going to open probably until the end of 2021.
Oh, that's gonna be bad for them.
And it's because of the Bond movie getting pushed to 2021 is why they're closing, actually.
Like I don't even know how many Medea movies they've made.
Oh,
Like there's
speaking
so
of,
many.
have you made any progress on sending me a copy?
I said 2025, man. No, actually, no. I'm gonna. I haven't because I've been literally doing trees, but I will sit down like the first part of this week and do it. I guarantee it. I actually want to have a digital copy of it too.
Ashton said,
Ashton,
I watched the Boo Medea movie tonight. A mistake.
but Ashton, did you watch the first one or the second one? I thought the first one was clever. The second one was just a cash cow for Tyler Perry. I mean, that's all that was. The first one was cute.
Medea, it's standard.
Oh my god.
Wait. What? Hold on.
Yeah, I don't understand that either, Reginald.
We talking about chat or my comment? Because I know you understood my comment.
I know what Mark's talking about. Super obscure because they're not trees, Mark. They're plants. Jesus.
No. Going back to what Vic said, the actors. It's actually the customers. We've had to have a few customers arrested because of that.
Oh my god, wait a minute.
Cornfield.
People having sex in the cornfield.
Oh, okay. I was trying to find what the hell Vic said, but okay.
Like people would sneak in. And this was like the first time I was like actually in charge of a group of people. And one of the 16-year-olds comes up and says, I think I hear noises in the corn. So it's like, I'm like, what is she talking about? I start hearing it. I go through, I part the corn, full on two people, and they're going at it. I just go back, go get security, and they're waiting for them to come out.
And Ashton uses the word intercourse, and the night is complete.
The chat go that way. I just realized what way the chat was going.
Oh, it went those ways.
No, don't ask. Don't ask.
Oh, I know what it is. My question was in regards to Vic's comment, but Ashton literally beat me to it. So it looked like I was questioning what she said. I know what it is.
Yeah, no, they were trying to. Although I've been in corn and it's really, really itchy. So I could only imagine being in your skivvies in corn.
Well, this has been an interesting one.
Yeah, this has.
Mark, what the hell?
No, Mark, stop.
I was gonna say, I
Stop,
feel like
Mark.
you don't want an
Stop.
answer to that question.
Stop with that. No. Go get some help.
Stop it. Get some help. No,
Mark, you better get a dictionary in Jesus.
Jesus. There's quite a few stories of people working at Disney having sex on top of roofs and such. Apparently Disney cast members are a little rambunctious.
Kind of the same with Universal, especially the one out here.
I was married at the time I worked there, so I really was not in the whole scene. Corn, don't eat the sticky ears. Why'd I read that out loud?
Oh,
I regret that sentence. For intercourses.
What is
Oh,
everyone
this
having a
is-
meltdown about Mark?
Don't ask, Ashton. Don't ask.
you don't want to be introduced to it.
Yep, you are correct. It's usually we save these things for Fridays, but again, here we are, off the rails.
Cross.
I guess somehow I brought it off the rails.
On a holy day.
I don't think it was you, Reginald.
Oh, you don't even want to know.
Anybody banging Haunted Mansion? Oh, I'm sure they have some pretty good videos.
I know 8 people, at least for the one out here.
Jesus.
I want to hammer on the zombie in the gut pile. Pile said, just parked. Now we went past 3 speedways into exit off I-75 Speedway. It was bought out by 7-Eleven gas station. Trick or Treat, in my opinion, is one of the best movies. Pile's just catching up to everybody.
Yeah. Dude, that was the one thing I missed when I moved to Indiana was 7-Elevens.
I miss Circle K's. Mostly because of Bill and Ted.
They're 99-cent drinks. Any size.
I think Circle K had some kind of like Bill and Ted special deal. I don't know what it was.
I'm debating about it. I was looking to see what was open. I know Adam just posted a video about another walkthrough haunted house in LA, and I was gonna check that out before I made any decisions. Oh yeah.
I saw the last. Well, I saw part of the last video Adam did, where he went to the tent place, like an actual walkthrough.
Because there was one where I looked where it looked like it was L.A. and it looked like they were getting close to you, and I was kind of like, oh boy.
Yeah, that's the one I think that he just did. That's the walkthrough. I didn't finish that video though.
Mm.
I just wish people understood that when you're in the rides, you're on camera. Some of us have to watch that nastiness, and I promise we don't care. 49 cents if you have a card. Mountain Dew Slurpees. I make sticky notes of these kind of comments that are just super random and start sticking them all over the place in my house.
You can make a book that way.
That's what we should do. We should make an entire book just of random ass chat comments. Each page, it's like the Charlie Brown inspiration book that just has a different the calendar.
So
That's
we're
what it was. It's a calendar. Different inspirational quote each day. We'll just have a random chat quote each day.
and then the last one should be, if you add in a 2-gallon bucket of potato skins, I'm in.
I still need to do the 2-gallon potato skin card. It's been a day for me. So, Mark, you have like you're gonna be an entire calendar year just yourself. We have enough Markisms to fill 3 or 4 books. We could fill half a freaking calendar just on patchouli alone.
Jesus.
Sticky notes, sticky corn, all the same.
Not when it slices your eye.
Please do. So, are we making a Haunters Anonymous calendar with chat comments? Oh God.
Mark wants to model for a calendar. My God.
I'm just gonna screen cap one of the random images from your first Mark's Pandemic Adventure when you're streaming in like 17p. I can't think of any of the 9 billion ways you spelled patchouli. Because a few of them, they weren't even like the word. It just happened to start with a P. Oh, Ashton doesn't know what patchouli is either.
Well, now she doesn't know how to spell it either because of Mark. That's great.
Oh boy. Chabby's mom.
Ooh, Ashton, patchouli is a scent. It's. I equate it to Halloween myself until Mark completely butchered the word. I can't even eat beignets anymore because of Mark. This is great.
Beignet.
Beignet, $20.
Benin sounds like a wrestler from Japan.
Patchouli is Italian for doorknob.
Benin.
Ashton, I agree. You and Mark need to do a pandemic adventure together. We need another pandemic adventure of some sort.
If patchouli is Italian for doorknob, then ratatouille is Italian for rat.
Exactly.
Rat soup.
Where is Jabby?
Haunting. I think they're open tonight.
Yeah, I think so. Sorry about that. It's interesting it picks that up.
I know, it doesn't pick up anything else. It's just like that high-pitched tone.
Well,
I mean, it kind of adds a little bit of ambiance.
Are you sure a cell phone jammer wasn't activated at Universal?
What?
do they have that?
No, but sometimes it feels like that in the park.
That's just because there's so many people trying to use the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Wait, is the plant and the oils have a distinct? It smell. Wait, that sounds
Smells
like something else. That sounds like it smells like something else.
Yeah,
smells like a music.
doesn't
festival.
smell like weed. Who said cleavage? Me. I had so much cleavage in one video.
Yeah,
Yep.
says it's hers smells like corpse.
My hair smells
Well,
like
it depends on which music festivals you go to.
that's an appropriate smell, I think, for a hearse. I had my eye on a hearse for a while.
Wait,
I
so I'm
also,
not supposed to be sober?
I also don't like how sober Reggie is.
Well, it's not a Friday.
Or Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
You can have non-sober Mark try to hash out some politics with non-sober Reginald. So patchouli smells like ass and feet. Makes sense for a guy who lives in Florida with no AC. Jeez.
For one, I didn't say patchouli smells like ass and feet.
Patchouli, we got to go into Warp Drive.
Yeah. Punch it, patchouli.
Wait, never been to a musical festival phew, or a concert.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Chuck, how are you doing for the last few minutes we're on? I swear to God.
Oh, my ex at HOS. I can't remember the name of it, but they're supposed to be having out here a DJ Halloween party in Scare Zone. And it kind of sounds like the worst idea ever.
Hmm.
I'm trying to not drink for a whole week at least. Thanks for being supportive. Vic, what does the corpse smell like? My guess is ass and feet.
I'm going to say cherry coke and ass.
Cherry coconut. That's what a corpse would taste like.
I'm going to say vanilla.
Oof.
Music festival smells like dreads in 1960 bush burnt popcorn.
Well, it wasn't bush burnt popcorn that you were smelling.
I don't want to smell burning bush in the 60s. The never ending stench. Nothing is
Wait,
worse than the haunted road.
Did Mark drive Danny to drink? Did Danny not drink before she met Mark?
I think
can't
Mark
imagine.
assisted in the consumption of additional beverages. Because Mark makes everyone want to drink.
Yeah, that's what it smelled like in Indiana. I 100% agree with that. And then when I went, we had Girl Scout cookie, like the Girl Scouts outside. So they copped about 200 off of me.
I opened the other bottle, not as bad. Well, I would hope. Corn chips and ass is what Five Below smells like.
Yeah, I can attest for that.
Just understand, MD, when I drive you to drink, I'll take full responsibility.
Well, nobody's done that so far.
He's pushing
I
it.
don't- Well, no. No, it's all right.
Jesus Christ, Vic. Jeez.
I'm gonna have to say the trefoils, just because I've had trefoil Oreos before.
Ashton
What?
said he makes me want to drink and I can't.
I like burnt popcorn too, by the way.
I actually like the smell of burnt popcorn.
Like, I love eating it.
Not like super, super burnt, like to where it's just smoking, but like just slightly overdone.
I like it when, like, if you cook it like in the microwave and you have that clump in the middle that you accidentally burned, and it's like a popcorn ball, and I just sit there and eat it.
Oh my God, Vic.
Oh, geez, Vic.
No.
Wow, look at the time.
Hey, it's 10:56. We got 4 minutes.
Oh
Let's get
boy,
the hell up out of here.
I guess we'll have to answer that question in another year.
What happens when I say yes? I was drunk and dancing on the bar while Mark was still in high school. I'm done with this conversation. The chair has spoken.
You guys sound like two 50-year-old blonde women from California talking to each other.
Right? Over a glass of Chardonnay.
Hot Topic smells like teen despair.
And angst.
I love the
And
smell of Hot Topic. I was a fan of Hot Topic's scent. Sometimes they played alright music, but generally it was just too much like
screaming.
Well, no, I listen to the screaming music. They played like Radio Basic though. Like, get out of my face with this crap.
Does Hot Topic still exist?
Yeah, it does.
Spencer's always smells like lube to me for some reason.
Well, you know their adult section, right?
Yeah, I know, but that's just the way Spencer's always smells.
No matter what, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna go get the octopus 8-person drinking thing. It's just like, it smells bad in here.
I came in for like these novelty drink glasses, and here's a vibrator.
Or it's like, hey, do you want to get a vibrating tongue ring? What? No.
Wow, the Sabbath turned into pure Friday night. That's fantastic. I don't mean the damn band.
I used to always want to always dress super basic.
You're lucky you didn't get beaten up and thrown out. You're just lucky all the people that work in Hot Topic are a bunch of little bitches that couldn't beat their way out of a bag.
Oh my God. Keith actually hit it right on the, but that shows how old we are. Keith said Hot Topic smells like new cassette tapes.
Yeah, it does actually.
Oh.
Actually, that's brilliant. That's actually a brilliant description of how Hot Topic smells. Holy crap.
Wait, you don't know what that smell is?
Oh, Vic. Praise be to Dolos. And to you.
Well, Spencer's used to be a lot cooler, like when it was new. I haven't been to a Spencer's in years.
Like, it was like you could either shop at Hot Topic or you could shop at Spencer's and be like the cool kids.
I'm glad it's been a fun car ride, April. That's super awesome to hear. Just wait till after haunt season's over and we start the Mike and James show. You guys are going to be in for it.
Which is literally going to be the exact same, except
without the guilt.
Yeah, we may answer Vic's bleaching asshole question when it becomes the Mike and James.
Oh yeah, topics will be far more degraded.
Spencer's was just I mean it was so much, and Spencer's was so much more fun a long time ago. And then of course Spencer's bought Spirit Halloween and shit just went down. It's just no. So Lord. But
I'm pretty excited about that, to be honest. Now, here's the thing though. Are we going to make it's going to be its own entity or what?
I don't know.
I don't know if we should sully the Haunters Anonymous name with the things that may happen on the. Oh, we got a shout out
Stack
card.
Agent wants to shout out. This cars is for April and Pyle who listened to this on their Sunday night. I feel we should apologize, but that just isn't our style. So enjoy the scent of patchouli and new cassette tapes. SKSKSKSKS.
That's almost as bad as haunted attractions with bars. Right before you go into the attraction.
But yeah, I don't know. I think we should make it its own thing.
Well, we can definitely. I say we talk about it and get it ready and set up, and I think you're right. And then we'll just be podcasting every night until I slit my throat.
Okay, so we've talked about the Haunted Road, potato skins, tater sticks, gas stations, porn, gas stations again, hot topic, jizz, ass bleaching, Halloween.
Wait a minute, who the hell talked about jizz? I didn't see that one.
That was Vic.
The sticky corn. Okay, Lord.
This is just normal conversation that just goes on between haunt actors when there's no customers around.
Basically.
That's basically, yeah, that is the truth.
Oh, MD, it's your fault. Yeah, because I'm not here. You know what, Danny? I'm getting real sick of your shit. I've had it up to here with this nonsense.
I'm not, I'm thinking this is a collaborative effort here. Plus, I'm half out of it right now, so. Man, Danny's been put on.
That's right.
The list.
I'm going to play a Brood card right now just to piss you off.
So, Danny, the thing that happened with the Haunted Road is that they're closed for weather. They're basically closed for the weather.
Danny's the one that told us about it hours ago.
I know. Fun fact, I have never worked or worked around anything haunted.
Why you gotta be so rude?
You work at Disney. They're haunted for sure.
Thank you, whoever played that card. Yeah, no. You're on notice, Danny. One more outburst like that.
Haunted Road closes when the moon gets too bright. That's kind of not an untruth.
You guys got to come on our stream tomorrow. We are more civil.
Oh, Lord. Well, I do know this much, because we all know how this goes if we don't start the closing process. Because we are at we're at 2 hours and 4 minutes. And I am about to pass out.
Yeah, and I gotta probably go make those potato skins.
Yeah, and the potato skins. There you go. Oh my God.
I'm kind of tempted to make my own now. We've been talking about them so damn much.
It wouldn't be that hard.
No.
Yeah, no. do it. It would be a lot better because you don't know whether or not they've been using the same oil for 17 years or not.
Oh, April said they have 10 more miles to go. Keep it going. I think we could do that for 10 minutes.
All right, just for them, we'll
We're-
do it for 10 minutes.
We're
and then
counting on you going 60 miles an hour, so
do 100.
you got 10 minutes. 11:15,
Let's
we're
schedule
shutting
a
it
5
down. I don't want to be in Facebook jail for bleaching my a-hole during our stream. Yeah, hold on. Let's go back to the whole snoring on the stream. Because I'm the one that drug your ass off the stream, so you weren't. I should have let you stay on and just keep going. Or your comments. I tell you, no respect.
I know, Mark. No, not everybody drives 300 miles an hour, burning out a clutch every damn day. I still don't quite understand it.
Not that quick.
Yeah, April, you're welcome. But thank you for sticking with us for 10 more miles, and vice versa. I've got, speaking of things in the freezer, there's a chair again. Sorry. I got to start eating the stuff I just bought and put in my freezer just in case we lose power again. What a bitch.
What a bitch.
What a bitch. God. Getting really tired of these hurricanes. Dag damn it. Did I win anything tonight? Yes, you won your own personal asshole bleaching kit.
You won this like. There you
Merry
go.
Christmas. Here, you've won 2 likes. Let me be not lazy and click the button.
Don't spend it all in one place.
There you go.
Listen, come to Orlando. I'll put you in the Nismo. You'll burn that clutch.
Shit. Oh my God.
Unfortunately, that's not true. The car doesn't run. I tried to turn it on the other day, and I have issues. Yeah, you should have had it ready to go, so you could have gone to the haunted road. Oh wait, I guess you do, because they're closed tonight anyway. So you're both good to go.
Uh-oh. April smells skunk. See, I'm telling you, probably the pinnacle of pandemic adventures for Mark would have been to get in the Nismo and go to Haunted Road and then do donuts and like throwing mud all over the actors and the one toilet they have and all the other cars. And then just speeding out the exit.
Yeah, just like straight out of the headers, no exhaust whatsoever.
Yeah. And just, a nice video camera on the dash. And
every time Rapunzel goes to talk, he just revs the engine.
Oh my God, that actually would probably make me laugh too hard. Mark, you got bad gas, dude. You gotta change gas out. Gas goes bad,
Yep, it's all sludgy.
6-speed Challenger. I burn the clutch in it every now and then, but not the Camaro.
Just go to a Pick and Save. You can get one for $15.
I don't think he's finding a bumper for his Nismo at the Pick and Save. Maybe out in California, but not in Florida.
When do they put clutches in boats?
Oh, you haven't seen those boats with the clutches that go like 180 on the water?
Yeah, Mark, go burn a boat clutch. That'd be fun. Parked with no gas. Not my first
rodeo.
Rodeo.
Oh, rodeo.
So what? Now you're on a rowing team for Yale?
Painful.
Oh my God.
2009. I think Danny scared April and Pyle again, playing the jump scare card, just randomly screaming.
Damn it! If those two go off the road, and we're still talking for 30 minutes, halfway the damn 10 miles, it's gonna be all Danny's fault. I can't imagine playing us over a car radio driving. That could not be safe.
Listen, and don't forget, guys, we are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and Stitcher and wherever else you find podcasts.
Yeah, any podcast that you use, we're on it. We've got you covered. I got to add some new ones, but
you can certainly listen to. I mean, we're on what, 81 now?
this will be number 81. Yes.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim. Wow, you actually made it right in the nick of time because we've only got 10 miles to go. Probably about 5. Jim's like, what the hell
Stackhead
are you talking
wants
about?
to remind everyone to go like 13 skeletons.
I don't know why when you said we got 10 miles left, I wanted to say, on the haunted road tonight.
Mhm.
We don't have to imagine it. Wait. What was that? What was that in reference
Stackhead
to?
said, go like
Is
the
that
trio
the Great
of Terror
Value
Page and
version
join
of the
their
Rocky
group.
Horror Picture Show song?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I'm getting tired. Let's see here. Mark says, should I argue the number again? No. I know what you're talking. Actually, I know what you're talking about. No. Well, I think we should take bets on if the Haunted Road's going to be open next weekend. Because I'm going to say no.
Yeah, I really think they got in some trouble, and they're just using this weather thing as a
Cover up. Yeah, I agree. Like, especially, it's weird that they're nights, but daytime, it's like, oh, we have plenty of tickets available to come during the daytime.
Hopefully it's because people are sensible enough to not pay any extra money for that crap. But the storms that are heading this way are supposed to produce a lot of rain in Central Florida. So I think they'll be closed again.
Because
We've been
they're going to
working.
have, like, mud puddles.
Well, God forbid their actors get wet. They're probably gonna get trained in that. See, Vic says we've been working the haunt every Friday and Saturday.
That's cool.
Nice.
I have no idea what Mark's talking about. What is he talking about?
Our over-under is 2.5 above, 0.5 on below. I'll bookie it. That's a
Over under is 1, 5 above, 0.5 on below. So odds are over under is 1, so 1 to 1, 2.5 above. So which one has the below and which one has the above?
I guess this is sports talk. I don't know what the hell is happening.
I thought he was like
It's
chatting with
betting.
his mafia friend.
Oh, see, I don't.
Excuse me.
I don't bet like on things often, so.
Mark, you should go drive to the haunted. Actually, you should just drive in Haunted Road. They'll be closed tomorrow. You can just pretend like the actors are there, which is what most people do anyway.
You'll probably have more fun while they're closed.
It's your first anniversary tomorrow. That's awesome, dude. Happy anniversary. I'm glad you're doing some dumbass thing like going to a closed haunted road for your anniversary.
Who said that?
Mark?
Where?
In chat.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Said, yeah.
I was behind.
Whew, I was like, God, please say I didn't stroke out and I'm reading crazy shit now, because that would be that would definitely be time for me to go.
Well, happy anniversary. And they're home. Yay. All right, cool.
Hey! That means that
1 minute to spare.
Scary hell. Yeah, we'll go to quarter after, and then we will sign off very quickly so that I may just lay down on the floor.
Well, it's 11:14, so let's go.
All right.
Reginald, thank you for being on tonight.
Yes. Oh, my God. Thank you, Reginald. So much. That was a lot of fun.
And you'll be on our stream on Tuesday, obviously, for the D&D, but
Oh God, now there's 5,000 things of chat going on.
16th, I will be late to the stream if on at all. That's the night I'm going to the Haunted Corn Maze. Our ticket time is 7:30. Hopefully there isn't another hurricane coming. Well, you know what? After tonight, I don't give a damn.
Wait. Oh, think for a minute. Well, Danny, if you can take some hidden video and stuff, or if you want to turn into a pandemic adventure, just let us know.
Yeah, make sure you send it to MD. Send it to him.
MD won't know what to do with it.
Let him do it.
I'm like, oh my God, the hell. But anyway, so yes. So once again, I started us off at only an hour, 2 hours ago, and y'all make it so much damn fun that we keep it going. And then we had to be sure that some folks got home safe, and that's always good. But as always, like we said, Reginald, thank you so much, man. You're an absolute hoot. You also helped us go much longer than we had anticipated, and that's a good thing. So we're going to sign off. I'm going to say thank you for my sniffly, yawny self. I'm going to probably get some better rest. But as always, thank you so much. I'm going to pass it on to James.
Reginald, greatly appreciated your conversation this evening. Much appreciated. It was fun, and you'll definitely have to come back on this show. If not, you'll just have to come on the Mike and James show after Halloween.
Yeah, I'll be back.
But well, I'll talk to you on Tuesday for sure.
All right, talk to you on Tuesday.
Everybody else, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being awesome. Everybody but Danny, because she likes to pick sides. It was a good time, guys. We will see you. Well, I'll see you guys on Tuesday if you're coming over to the Haunters Anonymous gaming page for our D&D night. If not, we'll see you on Wednesday. And that's all for this evening. So eat the treats.
Eat the treats.
Eat the treats and stay safe, y'all. Wear your masks. Ciao.
See you guys.